Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Vintage Cottage. Let me turn on my light. And I am here today with some journals. These are ones that I completed a while back. I made them to bring to the craft show at where I used to work. And of course they didn't get it. They didn't get the whole junk journal thing. So I'm going to list these in my Etsy. They are going to be listed tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They all have a fabric cover with scrapbook paper on the inside, and the front is decorated, on all three of them are decorated with a collage of my vintage linens and laces and appliques and vintage buttons, and they're all pretty much the same on the inside. So I'm gonna flip through each of them, but the inside will be very quickly. This first one I'm calling Memories, because it has a little fabric tag at the top that says Memories. And let me undo it. They all have a jute twine to hold them closed. It's just wrapped around and attached to the back. Lots of vintage linens, antique lace, a doily with a vintage button. There's lace in the background, and then the back is this beautiful kind of brocade fabric. So that's the front of Memories. And then the inside is just various scrapbook papers. Just about everything is coffee or tea stained inside. There's a label on the front so you can put what the journal is about. There's lots of place for writing. These journals are undecorated. They're ready for you to either just write in them, stick memorabilia in there, put photos, decorate in any way you want. Also in my shop, I have several different types of embellishment kits that you can purchase to kind of use if you don't have a stash of these kind of things, or you're new to junk journaling. You can use to decorate these journals. Coffee dyed paper, music paper, regular writing paper, vintage dictionary that flips out, more coffee dyed paper. This is scrapbooking paper, another pocket here. These have, I forgot to give you the dimensions. They're 9 by 6, all three of them. They have 34 pages in them. This is a vintage magazine, Life magazine. There's a little tuck spot down here. There's a pocket. There, I just put a little bit of lace over there where the sticky part was. Some tracing paper, page from a children's book, scrapbooking paper, page from an Audubon book. That was the center. I left the strings open so you can either tie them off if you want, or put charms or buttons or beads on them. The other page from that children's book. This is just the back side of those same pages. There's another pocket on the back side. Some mulberry paper. This is a page from the Titanic book about the sinking of the Titanic. All the newspaper articles from that news event. More coffee dyed paper. Back side of those. Another pocket here. So that is Memories. And this just wraps around and tucks in there. The next one is I'm calling My Journal because it has a tag on the front, fabric label that says My Journal. Vintage buttons, a vintage applique on the top, and all kinds of different, was an vintage or antique collar here. Some various laces and trims, eyelet trim. So that's the cover for My Journal. And the pages on the inside are very similar. You've got a label on the front page. Pocket. This is a textbook on office forms. Vintage dictionary, mulberry paper, children's book, an envelope, music paper. Is that masking paper, children's book, ledger paper, page from a children's dictionary. There's a map, page from a map. There's a Sinking of the Titanic book. There's, tracing paper, writing paper, plenty of place to journal. There's a pocket there. This is the inside, and the strings are left open. Another pocket, and the back side of those same papers. This has a tip out. You can glue it here and just make a pocket, or you can any of these pages that have writing on them, you can just cover with a piece of paper and then use it for journaling. Or you can put a photograph there. However you want to use it. There's the other page from that children's dictionary. Oops. There's that children's book. Music. There's the back side of that envelope with lace on it. I think this book was Peter Pan. Mulberry paper, dictionary. That one flips out as well. My textbook. There's another pocket and the back. So that is My Journal. And at the end of the jute is some beads and a button, vintage button. And then this one has no label on it. I'm just calling it Buttons because that's kind of the focal point of the cover. It has this beautiful, it was a collar, and I just sewed buttons in the middle of each of the kind of floral parts, and just lots of different vintage trims, and beautiful eyelet trim there. So that's the cover of Buttons. And inside, very similar. You have the label on the inside, pocket, ledger paper, page from the Titanic book, lots of coffee dyed paper. This is a page from a children's German book. It's all in German. That masking paper, pocket here. This is from that textbook, another children's book. A pocket here. A textbook. Vintage dictionary. Writing pages. Tracing paper. Page from the Audubon book. And the back side of those same papers. Dictionary, textbook, got the envelope, this one flips out, textbook. I have another pocket here. Tracing paper. Here's that children's German book. This one flips out. Graph paper, another pocket, and the back. So that is buttons. As I said, these will be listed in my Etsy shop tonight at 8 p.m. Whoever purchases one of these will get, as a thank you gift, a bundle of laces and fibers that you can use to decorate the journal, or you can use it for a tassel for the front, however you want to use it, but this will be the gift with purchase for these journals. So that's all I have for now. This coming weekend, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another video between now, this week or not, but this coming weekend there's a huge antique fair here in Central Florida. My girlfriend from South Carolina is driving down and we're having a girls' weekend. We're renting a house out near where the fair is, and we are just going to shop until we drop. And hopefully I'm going to find lots of goodies that I'm going to be able to either use in my journals or put in my shop. It is huge. It is acres and acres of vendors, antique vendors that come from all over the country for this. So I am so looking forward to it. But this is all I have for today. Bye for now.